I had posted a tweet earlier on my Twitter page, and one of my subscribers, followers, tagged me in this post right here. And well, first off, the tweet was basically saying, why do black people feel that the virus is a hoax, or what makes them think that it is? I just want to have an open discussion because it seems like a lot of times when I post videos about this virus, you have that one or that two or a few that will come into the comment section and start putting stuff out about it being a hoax. I personally do not believe that it is a hoax. I do believe that it is real. I believe it was man-made as well. And this economic decline that we are definitely in, this decaying economy, is definitely real. And there was this, I almost said it. It was a woo-woo party held in, you guessed it, Chicago, where they said it was 1,000+ people in attendance at this party. You know how we keep saying they're going to keep trying to make black people the face of this thing right here? Why is it that some black people want to go out and attempt to make this a thing? Because they said that we are disproportionately affected by this virus, which I need to see the numbers for everybody else because they seem to only have the numbers for us. I'm like, if you didn't question what their motives was then, I don't know what to tell you. And then, of course, they kept bringing up Chicago as they usually do. And now they're going to bring up Chicago again with this. Now, this is a lot of people, 1,000 people. First off, I wouldn't even if this virus wasn't a thing, I wouldn't go to a party that had that many people. That is too many people to be clustered up in one space. Because if something pops off, it's going to be hard for you to get up out of there, and it's going to be a stampede of people just stepping all over everybody. Massive injuries, and probably just as many deaths. And let me go ahead and get into this article. If you had any doubt cases of the virus are about to explode because of reckless conduct, check out this video and all doubts will be swiftly erased. Now, there is a video that is attached to it, but this is just a screenshot. 1,000 people ignored the stern warnings of doctors and scientists in a city that has been ravaged by the virus and jammed into a house on the west side of Chicago. You see what looks like around 100 people in just one room dancing as music blares in the background. The rest of the house was also packed with people. It goes without saying, but there is no visible social distancing. None. One of the partygoers told MTO News, which is media takeout, "I'm not worried about the woo-woo, but if I didn't have it before, I probably got it now. Oh well." That was a quote from one of the people at this party. They said, "I'm not worried about the virus. If I didn't have it before, I probably got it now. Oh well." Now, put into perspective. You know how I always talk about the arrogance of America and its ignorance? What did that person say in that quote differentiate from the palm-colored people and what they did with these protests? See, those palm-colored people are out there protesting to just go outside, possibly go back to work or have fun and whatnot. Meanwhile, black people's version of a protest is to do what? Go and crowd themselves in a space where it's 1,000+ people there just to party. I gotta ask one question. What's the difference between the two besides the social construct? Because they pretty much don't really equal out to much of anything. Because I've seen videos where you had palm-colored people going to beaches and stuff, like saying, "I can't stay cooped up in the house. I need to go outside," but more than just say, "Walk my dog, I need to go to the beach." You have black people crowding up in a tight space, this canteen, as I like to call it, just to party because they feel the walls are closing in on them. If it's one thing that I will say that I've noticed with this virus, that Black people and palm colored people have in common, both of them collectively are very reckless with this virus. I'll say it again. Black people and palm colored people have shown that with this virus, both groups are not taking it seriously. I can't put it on one and not the other, especially after seeing this. But guess who's going to face most of the scrutiny? Which you see on your screen. The target is going to be on their back. This only aids when they say black people are more affected. And when that person said what they said, I probably got it now. Oh, well, so you don't care that you could possibly spread this to somebody else if you're asymptomatic, or that you die yourself. Oh, but at least you was able to turn up before, you took your dirt nap, or possibly pass it on to other people. This is 1,000 people in one place. If one person has it at this party, the other 999 people will have been exposed. Thus, now it's spreading even more. Thus, Chicago is going to have an even bigger problem on their hands. Thus, mainstream media is going to have a field day with this. This is what I'm talking about when I say the ignorance and the arrogance of America. I can't put it on one group. I can't just say it's palm colored people. It's, as far as I can tell, it's everybody. It's every group. America in the last month has become the laughingstock of the globe, mainly because of the lack of leadership when it came to handling this situation. But now it has even more reason to be a laughingstock. When you see images like this, when you hear quotes like the one I just read from the person at this party. And if you also look at this picture, most of them don't even have masks on, which means germs are flying through the air. I will not be surprised if you see cases coming out of Chicago, and when you do, refer back to this story right here. But they don't want to take it seriously. This is taken away from their turn-up time. This virus, this quarantine. But like I said, groups as a collective, it's not just one group. It's everybody. From what I'm seeing, I can't even be remotely biased with this. It's no way. First, you had that group last month, right at the height of this thing when it began, where you had them wanted to have a 1-year-old birthday party out in California. Then you had that group in Florida a couple weeks ago for Easter. Now you have this. And I'm very sure there's more that we just haven't seen yet. Because, it just dawned on me. Can you imagine what it's going to look like Memorial Day weekend? Or better yet, what it's going to look like on the 4th of July? We haven't even gotten to the summer yet. We're still technically in spring. It hasn't gotten hot yet, depending on where you live. But imagine when it gets hot, everybody's going to want to be outside. And some people's extension or their stay-at-home orders is still on the books until like mid-May. Some places is at the end of May, which is after Memorial Day. I have no more words. I've gotten out everything that I needed to say. Like I said, arrogance, ignorance, and greed have, those three right there, the trinity has been exposed when it comes to this virus. But people want to continue saying that it's hoax. Go right on ahead and let them say it. But I'm curious to see what it's going to be what the numbers in Chicago are going to be looking like in the next couple of weeks. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't done so already. Just turned on. I'll talk to you in the next one.